I'm out with the Z. Very late afternoon decision to come out here. I had to do a couple of deliveries on north side of the city, so thought, yeah, I'll keep the detector in the car, and if we got enough time we'll head up. And luckily I did. I pulled a nice piece just there, and if you're asking why is my hole so big, there was a big tree root coming off that tree there, and the target was right underneath it, so I had to open the hole up both sides, and eventually the nugget popped out. So I've just been sort of going around in circles, working my way out as I normally do when I find a nugget in sort of open ground. And yeah, I've got a nice signal here that's sort of soft but repeatable. Yeah, so I'll give you a listen if I can find where it is. So a slight little wobble, but it's pretty solid. Now I'm in high yield general. I'm only on sensitivity 7 because it's pretty mineralised ground here. I'll just go into general. I've already done the ferrite balance on it. And just see what it sounds like in general. Now when you're in semi-auto, the actual ground balance is automatic, so it's like tracking. So you can just pump the coil up and down. Now that's not going to do anything to your ferrite balance, because once you've let go of the trigger, it's locked. So you can pump it up and down. Just make sure you're ground balanced. It's about the same in general, so that sort of tells me whatever it is, it's not, 0.1, it's a little bit bigger. Because normally high yield will be a lot sharper for stuff under a gram, depending on the nugget of course, but now I don't have any tripod or anything. Now the fact that that's already double beeping means it's not much deeper than what I've scraped, whereas that one there was quite deep. It was down in a hard wash layer, so I'm not overly confident now, but the wash layer does vary in depth, so you don't really know until you dig it out. Well, not gold, bit of lead, but it's encouraging that there's some targets here. We'll keep going, and if I detect any interesting sort of a signal, I'll give you a listen. Very weird sort of a signal here. I had to dig down a bit just to see what's going on. It's hardly sharpened up, but it convinced me I need to keep digging, so I'll give you a listen. Just a light little pull of the threshold tone there. Still quite mellow. I've just got the volume cranked up so you can hear it. Yeah, I have to take a bit more off. Haven't hit any wash yet. Let's see how we go. Well, I've got past the topsoil. Bit of a powdery sort of a layer. Could be old river wash. But not many rocks are coming out yet, but the signal's a bit louder. Seems to be sort of in that corner. More digging. Oh, looks like I was right. Definitely wash. First dig with the point, I started smacking some rocks. I wanted to let you hear because it's hard to see because it's all white. But you can hear there's some limestone there. It's because the ground's so dry as well. If it was wet, you'd be able to see. It's quite gravelly, and from the surface, sticks and dry pine needles. You wouldn't even know to look here. Alright. Still in there, so I got to do some more digging. Back in the hole. Ho, ho, ho. That sounds good. Turn the enhancer down. A wobbly sort of signal. Please be that. That's got a bit of weight to it. Oh yeah, baby. Can't see any gold, but I reckon we might be on the money. Oh yeah, I can see a bit of colour coming through. It's a conglomerate piece. Yeah, there's gold all through it. See if I can clean it up. There's a band of gold right there. Hopefully See that? Beautiful. About a metre and a half from the other one. That's a nice piece. Weight wise, it's definitely over a gram, but there's a bit of rock in there, so maybe a gram of gold if we're lucky. Maybe a bit more. I'll show you the first bit that I got. Sort of the same. It's a bit flatter this one, but there's gold all the way through. Yeah, the other side's nice and clean. It's a little bit dirty, I mean, but it's not much rock there. It's gold, flat gold. So yeah, two bits, about a metre and a half from each other, both in this little old river wash layer that's sort of probably about a foot under the surface.